Right now, the ground beneath your feet is moving. At the equator, Earth spins at roughly 1,000 miles per hour. That continuous rotation generates a massive mechanical side effect, centrifugal force. It constantly pushes mass outward from the planet's core. That outward pressure alters the shape of the globe, lifting the oceans and the atmosphere, making everything at the equator weigh slightly less. The spin of our planet operates as a hidden support system, actively holding the global environment in a delicate physical balance. Out in the galaxy, astronomers regularly find worlds where this system has failed. Through gravitational friction with their stars, countless exoplanets have become tidally locked, their rotation completely halted. If Earth suffered that exact same mechanical failure tomorrow and suddenly stopped spinning, the environment we rely on would collapse instantly. Without that outward centrifugal push, the oceans and atmosphere would immediately slump downward. Massive volumes of water and air would rush away from the equator, crushing toward the northern and southern poles under the uncountered weight of gravity. Surviving that initial global flood is only the beginning. Losing the spin traps humanity on a permanently divided, violently unstable world. Without a day-night cycle, one fixed hemisphere is permanently locked facing the sun, taking the full brunt of its radiation. Because this side never cools off, thermal energy accumulates in a runaway heating effect. Surface water rapidly boils away into vapor. Entire continents bake into endless, blistering deserts where the temperature remains lethal around the clock. Without the planet's rotation to evenly distribute thermal energy, the sun ceases to be a source of life and becomes a planet's sterilizing force. On the exact opposite side of the globe, the geographic reality is just as bleak. Half the planet is plunged into a permanent, starry night. Cut off entirely from solar energy replenishment, the atmosphere over this dark hemisphere bleeds its remaining warmth straight out into the vacuum of space. The massive oceans that slump toward the poles freeze solid. The entire landscape drops to unsurvivable, cosmic extremes. The night side's permanent deep freeze makes it just as sterile as the sun-scorched desert on the other side. Between these two extremes lies a sharp, permanent border known as the terminator line, the only place on the planet where temperatures might theoretically be survivable. But the atmosphere here is incredibly violent. The Coriolis effect is gone. Traditional rotating weather systems, like the massive spiral structure of a hurricane, are physically impossible without planetary spin. Instead, the extreme temperature difference between the baking day side and the frozen night side creates a massive vacuum effect. Cold, dense air rushes in straight lines directly toward the hot side, scouring the surface at up to 300 miles per hour, creating continuous, planet-wide storms. Even the terminator line, the narrow strip of twilight that isn't boiling or frozen, is rendered completely uninhabitable by the violent atmospheric mechanics trying to balance a broken world. From the lunar surface, the Earth hangs as a fragile, silent orb, a world where the mechanics of life have stalled. Earth's spin is an active, vital climate engine. It balances gravity, distributes heat, and regulates atmospheric pressure. This is exactly why astronomers searching for exoplanets know that simply orbiting a star in the habitable zone means nothing if the planet is tidally locked. Rotation is the invisible, fragile prerequisite for every biological system on our surface. A planet that stops rotating is a planet that cannot sustain life.